If someone asked your child, how do you know what's right and wrong, how would you answer them? That's the question the Tuttle Twins, the law, invites families to explore, and it's one of the same questions we wrestle here at Agape Adventure Academy every week. Because here is the truth. We don't just want children who obey rules, we want children who understand why truth matters. In the story, Fred, an older neighbor, picks a bright red tomato off his vine and holds it up to the twins. And he asks them, what if someone took this without asking? Would that be wrong? The twins answer quickly, of course, that would be stealing. And Fred, he smiles and says, exactly. God gave us the ability to know what is right and wrong. That's called your conscience. And right there, something shifts for the twins. They realize that law, the rules we live by, aren't random. They're rooted in something much deeper, the truth God placed inside every heart. That scene captures the essence of what we believe at Agape, that children are born with the ability to reason, that truth is knowable, and that real freedom can only exist when we respect what's right and wrong. In the book, The Law, it shares that government's role isn't to invent morality, it's to protect life, liberty, and property. Our children won't hear that in most classrooms today, but they can understand it if we slow down and help them see how God designed justice and freedom to go hand in hand. At Agape, this book isn't just a story, it's a framework we practice. We bring the law to life through real experiences. Learners will debate ethical questions through Socratic discussion. During CrossFit adventures, they practice discipline and integrity, finishing a rep when no one else is watching. When a classmate is struggling, they step in to help, learning that leadership means serving and not controlling. And we even explore the concept of freedom during projects like printing presses and market days, helping them connect liberty with responsibility. So our learners aren't just learning about right and wrong, they're living it. And here's the good news. You don't have to run a school to teach this. You can start at home tonight. Try asking your children simple, open-ended questions like, how do you know something is fair or unfair? And why do we have rules and who decides them? And what would happen if everyone ignored what is right? Then pause. Let them think. That pause, that silence, is where their moral reasoning will grow. This is how we build not just compliant children, but convicted leaders. We're raising children in a world that morally will be blurry. Truth is treated as flexible, and rules change with opinion. But our children don't have to be swept up in that confusion. If they learn early that truth is anchored in something unchanging, in God's design, in natural law, they'll stand steady when the world is shaking. They'll have the courage to say, this is right, even when it's not popular. That's why we start these conversations now, while their hearts are still tender and their minds are still curious. If you want to go deeper with your child, these are some beautiful starting points. The Tuttle Twins, The Law, a Thomas Jefferson education. This teaches why principles are based on learning and that builds a leader. And the book Courage to Grow. And this is about how a learner-driven education will build ownership and integrity. And if this resonates with you, if you've ever wished a school could help your child grow, not just smarter, but wiser, I'd love to show you what this looks like in action. Come visit Agape, see our learners practicing courage, reason, and conscience in everyday moments. And because teaching the truth isn't about waiting for someday, it's about planting seeds to wisdom for today.